Hey everybody, how's it going? eRockstar5 here from Toonami Squad. How you all doing? I am here because I am doing a review on the Inuyasha Blu-ray release number 1, back from last year. Now, before I go into detail and the whole thing, I just want to give some context for you guys because there is a bit of a story behind this whole review being put together, and I just want to let you guys know for context. But basically, long story short, last year, right before the pandemic hit, Viz Media actually reached out to us and asked if we wanted to do a review for one of their upcoming products, and the Inuyasha Blu-ray release was coming up. So I volunteered to do it and everything. And basically, long story short, the pandemic happened and basically threw everything astray. And the time when I thought I was going to receive it, it didn't show up. And then a couple months later, it showed up on my doorstep. So I had it, and then pandemic at work went crazy. So basically, long story short, though, finally getting around to this. And I just want to say, on behalf of Toonami Squad, thank you, Viz Media. And I apologize, personally, I apologize for getting this out so late. I apologize for that, but thank you for the opportunity. Me and the Toonami Squad guys really appreciate it, and hopefully next time another pandemic doesn't happen when we want to do one of these things. I promise I'll get it out sooner. Again, on behalf of Toonami Squad and myself, personally, thank you guys for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. So, let me dive right into the review.
Edit that out.
Are your paws crossed?
Nah, just cut it all out.
Edit it out, Eric.
Edit that out.
Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out, Eric.
Edit that out.
Edit that out.
Edit that out.
Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out, Eric.
You're not doing it! Alright! Oh. Stop it! Stop! Please stop.
It's done. I swear it's done. Here. It's right here. Got it right here. The Inuyasha Blu-ray DVD review. It's right here. It's done. It's ready to go. Now, can you please stop?
Eric, can you edit that out?
So, to start things off, I'm going to talk about the video and audio quality of the Blu-ray upscale, pretty much. And from what I've noticed, the sound effects and the dubbed and the subbed recordings and everything all transfers very well.
Even if I am provided with another arm, it shall also be useless after a short period.
I don't get it!
Sit, boy!
Huh?
It's my fault for thinking I could teach an old dog a new trick.
There's no irregularities in the audio department of things. The dubbed and the sub, dub and the sub recordings sound good. The sound effects, Foley work, so on and so forth. Everything checks out very well, and everything sounds great on playback. So next up is the video quality of the Blu-ray release, and as you can see on my beautiful 4K 26-inch full-screen TV, the Blu-ray transfer looks incredible, looks immaculate, looks incredible. No, I'm only kidding. As you can see, it's not a 4K TV. But I will say though, on the usual TVs nowadays, based on what I have seen, because obviously I had to watch the footage in order to capture it and edit it all together, I can say that the Blu-ray upscaling improvements with the quality of the video playback, it looks great. It does look great. I will say, basically what I'm getting at is that the animation itself is what kind of holds it back, because there's only so much that you can do. From what I've noticed is that the color scales in like brightness tends to be more vibrant in the Blu-rays upscales, and even in 4K as well. That's to be expected. But anyway, point is, what I've noticed is that a lot, especially with these 90s shows, the daytime sequences tend to be more kind of washed out. They seem a little bit, they seem slightly overexposed. It's not bad, but it was just something off, and I think it was just it was just the product of, it was just the animation style at the time. I feel like sometimes the lower quality actually adds to the aesthetic of the quality. There's some shows out there that are kind of weird when they get really, washed over and really clean and pristine, and kind of, sometimes they come across kind of glossy and vibrant, and that's always not the best looking. An example of that, I would say, it's not bad per se, but it would be the Outlaw Star Blu-ray release a little while back. Now, I'm not saying that it was bad, because it wasn't. Like, Outlaw Star was one of the prettiest, amazingly looking animations at the time, and the Blu-ray does help it a lot with showing off how beautiful the animation is at times. But as on a side note, though, the show's colors are very vibrant and very saturated. There's a lot, very, very harsh, strong colors in the show, and because of the Blu-ray upscale, you notice that the colors are very vibrant and all that, and in some cases it's kind of noticeable. It has that like glossy look to it, especially with like the space backgrounds and stuff like that at times. But it's basically like a back and forth of like, what do you prefer better? Do you prefer the cleaner, pristine looking one, or do you want the dirtier, noisier looking one? In my opinion, in regards to Outlaw Star, I would honestly prefer the grainy, noisier, lower standard quality version rather than the Blu-ray. As much as I do love both versions, don't get me wrong, and I'll take my Blu-rays any day of the week, but I think the tone of Outlaw Star, even as over the top as it gets, at times, the grittier, the noise and film grain kind of gives it a grittier feel to it. I think its atmosphere just works better in that kind of look. Kind of gives it more of a down to earth, much more grainy, much more realistic approach or tone to it. However, though, I feel like Inuyasha is one of the shows that benefits from the upscale. I will say, though, there's some things where like the colors are, especially during the daytime scenes, the colors seem a little blown out or kind of washed out in a way. Kind of dried out is probably the best way I could describe it. Sometimes the color schemes look kind of pale at times during the daylight scenes, but at night times, I think the Blu-ray upscale really benefits it significantly. It makes the colors pop, and it makes it really look really, really nice. And the lower quality of the animation at the time, I think it blends better in comparison to like Outlaw Star. So that's where I kind of feel about the video quality. I feel like the Blu-ray does improve the quality of it, and I think it's obviously the better looking version compared to the original, I guess, DVD release at the time. And I think it is an improvement, and I think if you want the better looking one, the Blu-ray is the way to go. So the special features, I'm just gonna be straight with you here.
Eric, can you edit that out? Just asking for a friend. This friend.
David Kaye, the voice actor for Sesshōmaru for Inuyasha?
Sesshōmaru. From Yashahime, Inuyasha.
Yeah, Sesshōmaru, yeah. I know who that is. That's you!
Hey man, Eric Casey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Did not expect this at all.
Josh put me up to this, and the Toonami Squad.com.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Why am I not surprised?
Hope you're having a good day, brother.
Did you see my intro? I'm not having a good day. I got planted into the ground multiple times. And you contributed to it, Dave. What the hell?
It's COVID gray hair. Jesus. And it's kind of getting long, too. Gotta have a mullet before soon. I may even look like this guy.
Well, I can relate to the mullet look. I don't want to revisit the senior project college days. That's when I had that mullet, and it was not good, Dave.
All the best, man. And can you edit that out, Eric? Is that possible?
Oh my god. Okay, just real quick, character break and all. So yeah, the Toonami, while I was putting this project together, the review, so the instructions I gave the Toonami Squad guys was send me clips of you guys going edit that out in reference to our Toonami Squad podcast sessions episode, where I basically commit mental suicide right in the video at the very end. Check out that episode if you haven't. But basically my instructions to them were send me audio clips of you guys saying edit that out. So I would do what I did in the intro. So these guys went on Cameo and got David Kaye, Sesshōmaru, the English dub voice actor for Sesshōmaru, Inuyasha's brother, and sent it to me, and there it was. And so I was like, okay, I have to add this bit in. I have to incorporate this somehow. And so that's how that was incorporated into the opening skit, and that's why this skit is in here as well. David, once again, so long putting this project together, but I really appreciate the cameo. In all honesty, from me to you, if you ever see this, thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. It was a pleasant surprise from you guys at the Toonami Squad people. Again, thank you so much for the cameo, and I hope you enjoyed your little cameo. So back to the review and special features. So as I was saying, after if anything, that little cameo we just had, that should have been something included in the Blu-ray special features for Inuyasha, okay? So, as I was saying before our little cameo from David Kaye, I'm just going to be straight with you guys here. It's pretty bare bones, and this is a common thing with most anime releases in general, DVD and Blu-ray. Like, honestly, there have been like some DVDs that have had significantly more content put in, with like interviews and voice actor interviews and behind the scenes and stuff like that. But it's on like a VHS tape with like a couple things here and there. But like these Blu-ray releases specifically are kind of they're really annoying. It's just a thing in the anime industry as a whole. You release the whole season in like 3 different parts, and you don't throw any special features. You hardly throw any special features into the release. As a fan, I I know it might cost money in order to, you know, make that content and put it all together and upload it and everything, but me as a fan, I'm actually genuinely interested in this industry, and especially a show like Inuyasha that, let's just be honest here, has had a troubled history in the production. That's why Final Act exists. You know? You know, and the whole history with Adult Swim, like, basically reviving Inuyasha and everything. Like, it'd be interesting to hear those interviews and see the production team talk about those kind of history moments, you know? And especially with Inuyasha, that has a massive impact in the history, in animation. For one of those shows that kind of died and was able to be revived in the whole thing. The special features, they're fine, but especially with Inuyasha, I feel like it would benefit greatly if there was more behind the scenes, more featurettes, more content with the special features. There's hardly any special features. Basically what you get in the Inuyasha special features is that you get one interview with the creator, I believe, and you get the intro and outro theme songs completely without the credits and everything, and a character bio profile thing that's kind of like a book that you kind of scroll through and you get a little bit of information on all the characters. That's fine. That's okay. But it's not great. Like I said, I would want more with special features. I want more behind the scenes. I want more. I would want more behind the scenes and production timelines and stuff like that. I want to see the whole production. I wanted to see how this show was made. I wanted to see the process. Pretty much the best example that I could provide. Or one of the best examples is the Hayao Miyazaki collector's edition Blu-ray release. You have a beautiful box set that's basically like a book, and you have each film. And then on top of that, you get the movie, and it's beautifully upscaled in Blu-ray and everything. And on top of that, you get all these special features and everything. And you get a detailed. You basically get the whole production. From beginning to end, you get a detailed analysis of the whole production of that film. Each documentary is about 30 minutes to over 60 minutes long. And it's just hanging out with Hayao Miyazaki, talking about his craft, talking about his process on what he did to make this film. And you actually watch him do it and his production team. That's the kind of stuff that's the kind of stuff that I want in my Blu-rays. It's such a missed opportunity that the anime industry is not doing. None of the companies are doing it because they think that, you know, saturating their market with just endless releases of their Blu-ray releases, it's stupid. Trust me. It frustrates me as a customer, and I guarantee you it frustrates a lot more customers in the anime industry. So, special features is probably this Blu-ray's weakest. Is probably the weakest out of the whole package, pretty much. The special features are definitely the weakest of the content provided. Also, another thing I want to bring up too, in regards to these Blu-ray releases, just as a whole, across the board, across the industries, in the Hollywood movie industry and the animation industry. Put more effort into your Blu-ray menus. Honestly, I miss I miss that there was like an art to the DVD menu screen. A prime example of this is like the Terminator DVD from way back when, where you have the T-800 here, and the thing spins around. You see every angle. You have Skynet behind it and everything. And it just looks creepy. You had this creepy voice saying, Terminator Online, my terrible impression, but I miss interactive menus. Now, freaking Blu-rays, now Blu-ray menu screens are basically plaster a photoshopped image or a screenshot from the movie, add like a little thing just to to spice it up just a tad in the background. Maybe there's like a little transparent little GIF, I guess you could describe it as a GIF in the background. Basically, you plaster a Photoshop image or a screenshot from the film, have like a little animated or GIF in the background just to make it look a little more lively, and then you have play movie, scene selections, special features. I mean, come on. Come on. Some of these old school DVDs had like, then they would cut to the scene and then the menu screen would kind of transition from the scene used and stuff like that. Basically what I'm saying is I want more effort into my menus. It's a little nitpick. It's a very massive nitpick. And I understand time is money and everything, but seriously, there was an art to it. It really was a cool thing to put on the menu screen. The menu was like just as memorable as the movie itself or the anime itself and stuff like that. You know? Do stuff like that again. Bring that back, guys. Come on. So, finally, this is what you get when you purchase the Inuyasha Blu-ray box set number 1. Pretty much, you get Inuyasha and Kagome smiling ever so happily in the front cover. And on the back, you get the whole bunch of supporting cast and some moments here and there. You also get a brief synopsis of what the story entails in the first 27 episodes. You get 4 Blu-ray discs, 27 episodes total, and all the description, 1080p, stereo, 4:3 aspect ratio. It also comes with the English and Japanese audio tracks with English subtitles, obviously with the subs, and a clean opening and ending, which is basically creditsless. It's basically the ending, the intro and the outro of the show. The beginning and ending credit sequences minus the actual credits is basically what that is. And a interview with a Japanese scriptwriter. I can't pronounce his name, but basically the Japanese scriptwriter of Inuyasha, which is I will say from I took a look at it. Obviously, I watched it for the review, and I thought it was an interesting. I thought it was very interesting to take a look at, but that's what I was saying with like the special features. I want more of that, But all in all, though, that's what you get. So you basically get a sleeve that slides off. Throw that over there. My script isn't totally over there, by the way. But yeah, pretty much you get a sleeve box that goes in front of it. Pretty much an identical cover from front to back, pretty much. And then you open it up, you get a little advertisement for this show, which I have not seen, but I know it's a classic. It shows up a lot. And then the 4 Blu-ray discs that you get. I will say one other thing. I consider it a very, very minor nitpick, but I kind of miss I know that it says it on the discs, but basically I would want a episode list and the title names on the side and what disc they go on. It's kind of a missed thing, and I think it's a very minor nitpick, very, very minor nitpick. But I personally kind of miss it. I kind of like those. I like knowing what the episodes are called and things like that. Maybe David Kaye's cameo should have been a special feature or something. So that's pretty much what you get when it comes to that. That's pretty much the whole case in a nutshell. So yeah. So overall, that's basically my whole review on the Inuyasha Blu-ray Set 1. That's pretty much the whole thing. My stance is as said. I think the video and audio quality, the upscale and everything, all in that department is just wonderfully executed for the most part. Other than my minor nitpicks, that just my minor nitpicks with that. And really the biggest problem that I have with it is just the general stuff that I have problems with, mainly with the Blu-ray releases in the anime industry. It's just the lack of special features and behind the scenes. I as a fan, I want more of that. Pretty much overall, it's a good release. It's a good Blu-ray release overall. I think it does a good job. It does a good job of doing what it's supposed to do. Really, my only gripes with it is, like I said, the lackluster, in my opinion, lackluster special features. But in the department of the upscaling to 1080p and cleaning it up and all that stuff, that department killed it. Did a phenomenal job. Overall, with my minor nitpicks here and there, but like I said, that's just the product itself, So overall, I think it was a good release. Overall, I would give this Blu-ray release about a 8 out of 10. Like I said, the video and audio quality was good. The lackluster special features kind of hold it back, and the menu screens and stuff like that, my little nitpicks here and there, but that's pretty much that. Again, I'm gonna put that next to my not script, and I just want to re-emphasize, thank you Viz Media for the opportunity. Thank you for reaching out to us. Again, I apologize for getting this out so late, but again, I really appreciate the opportunity to do this. Thank you. I'm totally down to do this again. And also David Kaye, thank you for jumping on the Cameo and providing a wonderful cameo for this video, and I really appreciate it again. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope Viz Media, I hope you enjoyed this review, and yeah, thank you guys. Thank you Toonami Squad, and I'll catch you next time.